Hey there, readers. Last week, I was thrilled to receive an email from a writer who asked me to read and review her book. I was thrilled not simply because someone who's not married to me discovered that I exist, but also because when I read the first 30 pages of her murder mystery, published by the independent, scrappy Biting Duck Press, I realized that for many of you, I would have the honor of introducing you to an exceptional and witty talent. This week's book is called A Slow Cold Death by Susy Gage. A Slow Cold Death by Susy Gage is a murder mystery set on the campus of an elite scientific university, which has the unfortunate burden of being politically and financially anchored to a for-profit rocketry lab. The protagonist, a bisexual, sugar-free, emotionally handicapped physics genius Laurie Barrow, who happens to have been the youngest graduate student at that same university at the age of 13, has returned after 20 years to accept a prestigious and comfortable position under her former hero mentor, Wigbert Aloysius. However, as you might have guessed, it swiftly becomes less comfortable than she expected. Murder, calculus, Arctic ice cores, and academic politics melt together to create a quickly paced adventure full of non-motorized vehicles and Quebecois slang. A great deal of the fun of the story is its uniquely female point of view about the world of academia. It's refreshing to see that ill will has no sexual bias. Yes, as we expected, academics is full of overeducated, arrogant men aggressively comparing the size of their endowments. But there is also a lively culture of competitiveness and backstabbing among the women of science.
Absinthe McCrae hadn't finished her first year of graduate school. She hadn't even passed the qualifying exam. Sexually harassed by a professor and stalked by at least one fellow student, she had left bitter and angry, threatening to become an intellectual property lawyer and spend her life rich, successful, and happy while the rest of them languished as postdocs. If Carol could be believed, Absinthe had held true on this threat.
Aha! Susy Gage is a sneaky nom de plume. The actual author of this book doesn't want us to know, or rather she doesn't want her bosses to know that maybe she's not spending all her faculties on their projects. She is, as the enigmatic bio at the back of the book says, a professor of physics, which explains her scientific acumen and the accuracy of her professorial characters. And also I found a great little interview on the Biting Duck website, where the author describes being an impressionable student when in 1991 there was a shooting at the Iowa University Physics Department. And since then she has had a desire to show the world how dangerous academics can really be. Click here to read the whole interview.
Laurie walked into the class the first day and spotted among the sea of 6-foot blondes a wide-shouldered brown girl in a flowered camisole, whose only signs of nerddom were her glasses and the fact that she wrote with her left hand. Thinking she had to be foreign, Indian probably with a name like that, Laurie had gone to sit next to her and asked where she was from. As Lou had done last week, Radhika replied with nothing more alien in her voice than the San Gabriel Valley. "Dude, I'm from Kalapana, Hawaii, but I did my undergrad at UC San Diego."
A Slow Cold Death is unique, charming, and fun. The details of the murder were a little random, like the trick pen and how did Bob know where to find the SUV? But the truth is, murder mysteries are about character and pace. They're not supposed to be airtight lists of evidence. And A Slow Cold Death has got wonderful characters and a brisk, exciting clip. I think this could be a hit. I think it should be on everyone's summer reading list. You'll learn a little bit about astrobiology, yes, that's right, the study of life on other planets, and you'll have a lot of fun. Also, this book contains one of the best chapter openings I've read in years.
Carol felt about Indian food the same way she did about anal sex. It was gross, but sometimes she put up with it because Bob liked it.
Thanks for joining me for this week's book review. Please follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and the new professional network for authors, StoryAd. It's like LinkedIn for the writing world. Also, please subscribe and we will send you an email update every week. Thanks a lot!